Yo, today I thought would be interesting talking a little bit. Everybody talks about Eddie's gear since many years, but I miss a very important fact, the speaker. Because we are talking of the GM1220 Celestion, which is a very good speaker. I think Marshall put it in most of the old amps in the late 60s, and they only began to change it because it could be too weak, because if you have a 100-watt super lead or super bass and a 4x12 cabinet with four 20-watt speakers, that's dangerous and was very often broken. So they changed it to 25 or 30s. But the sound of the 20 is really cool, and I think it's a very big part of Eddie's sound. I didn't turn my super lead on. I used the JCM800 with the Solodallas Tower, which sounds great. Yes, and another, but that's common knowledge. Thin strings turned down a half step. Always cool playing. You have to be careful, because that's what is the set from? I think it's one of the two Fender sets which were around in the 70s. The rock and roll set from 9 to 40, which is I think 9, then I think 12, 15 G, and then don't know, 20 something, 30 something, and 40. I use on my Strats, even on the Les Paul, the other set, which was from 10 to 38, but that's the fundamental from Eddie's sound. Thin strings, where you have to be careful, because the Billy Gibbons phenomenon. You have to be careful, because otherwise you overband or all the problems. But it's really cool to play. A little phaser. Yeah, these are not the newest strings. But, okay. I think you get this set from Tartario. Don't know the. I think it's one of the new sets with the XL, and you have to watch for the string gauge because it's, as I said, 9 to 40. You also get the speaker. You can get it from this Celestion Heritage series, and there is also one which is a special EVH series, but I don't think you need to buy this because it's the very normal G12M 20 watt Heritage. As I said, you have to be a little bit careful because if you are playing really loud and have a cabinet with 4 of them, could be a little bit tricky. But as I use this speaker is in my Frankenstein box. In this cabinet I have 120, I think, then I have a 75, even a electro voice, the 12L, and a vintage 30. But that's for recording. I wouldn't like this cabinet standing in front of it. I prefer my old with the 25 greenbacks. But for recording it's cool. I only put SM57 in front of the speaker, and that's the sound. I think that's cool. Also the Marshall together with the Solodallas is very cool. In the next video, I think I show you two new things. First, I have this very cool Explorer, and I traded a little bit around and got this an SG, a 90s SG, where I put the Solodallas pickups in. Because Solodallas, as we know, they are very acribic, is the word, chasing Angus gear, and as we know, Angus has this. Do you know Angus, Tom?
Yes.
Never heard of her.
Greatest.
Angus. And he loves these T-tops pickups. I also love the T-tops. I have them from Crazy Parts, but I try now the Solodallas pickup because they should be great.
This means we play something AC/DC.
AC/DC-ish. I have to admit, I don't play like somebody else, so I don't play like Eddie, as you heard. But it's not about copying somebody, but knowing about how these guys and the great guitar players came to their tone, which is very important. And I can, that's very similar to my, because that's a funny thing. We are all, Angus, Eddie, me, we are all born in 1955. Yes, and these were the days where we had to search about a little bit how to get our sound. Cranking a Marshall is one thing, but there are some other components too.
We have to search for a singer.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe someone is listening.
Yeah, but I got into it. Maybe because normally I play always my old 69 cabinet, but this speaker, really cool. It rocks. Yo, let's play a little because it's fun. handy scoring.
Hollywood.
Yeah, another thing for this, I also normally I play my Herdim blue razor edge picks, but for this I took some little bit medium size, because it's also a component, a very important one. The pick you use, if you use one. With my, it gets a little bit more mid-range. A little bit easier, fast peaking. Okay, I could play for hours. See you next time, and hope you are all well and healthy. And yeah, thanks for subscribing. Bye bye.
Bye.